Thank you, Chairman Guthrie and Ranking Member Pallone, for giving me this opportunity to speak today, and thank you for all the hard work this committee does. I represent a very rural Appalachian district in Southern Ohio, and I'm here today to talk about two issues that are vitally important to the people who call Southern Ohio home: broadband coverage and prescription drug prices. From the beginning, my top priority as a member of Congress has been expanding rural broadband. The district I represent is not only one of the most disconnected in the country in terms of broadband, but also one of the most impoverished. I believe those two stats are unquestionably linked. Those who have broadband access inherently have an advantage in the modern economy over those who don't. That is why it's been my top mission in Congress to try to get folks connected to broadband now, not 10 or 20 years from now. I come before the committee to highlight one of the bills that I think could help achieve that goal for those who need it most. I was proud to lead the Bridging the Broadband Gap Act, which I introduced earlier this year. This bill would simply add a provision within the $42.5 billion BEAD program to allow states to offer discounted prices for low-income individuals for both the equipment and the monthly cost to get connected to satellite broadband or fixed wireless. I believe fiber is the gold standard of broadband, but the people of Southern Ohio cannot afford to wait for it to get to them. The cost of getting connected is oftentimes a major impediment, and this bill would help get people connected now while fiber is being built out. And as we continue to discuss affordability, allowing states to offer a discounted price would drastically lower costs in rural America. Several states will also have a significant amount of money left over after their initial planning, and this could be a great use of those dollars. I also want to flag that we've heard from our experts in Ohio the need for a skilled workforce to deploy all of this broadband funding, so I'm happy to work with the committee to figure out the best path forward on that. I applaud the states already offering discounted prices under the BEAD program, and I hope that by passing my bill, we could get all states to offer a program to make broadband more affordable while truly bridging the gap between now and when fiber gets to the homes. I'm happy to work with this committee and the administration to make this a reality, and I appreciate your consideration. And now moving on to another important topic: price transparency in healthcare. It's no secret that prescription drug costs are through the roof. We've all seen drug commercials on TV, probably lots of them by now. You see everything in those commercials, from people flying kites to people running on the beach. The one thing you never really see, though, is the price of the drug. Because of a lack of price transparency, patients often don't know how much their prescription drug could cost them until they are rung up at the pharmacy counter. When drugs can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars, that's important information for a family to know. During the first Trump administration, HHS recognized this issue needed to be addressed. To promote price transparency, they drafted a rule that would have required pharmaceutical companies to include the list price of the drug in their advertisements. Unfortunately, a federal court blocked the rule, stating HHS did not have the authority to institute that requirement, and Congress would need to act. I believe we need to give them that authority, and that's why I introduced the Drug Price Transparency for Consumers Act. This bill would do exactly what the first Trump administration was trying to do: require direct-to-consumer pharmaceutical advertisements to include the list price of the drug. Polling shows that 88% of Americans support this policy. Presumably, the other 12% is made up of people who didn't understand the question and pharmaceutical executives. The policy is widely supported by both Republicans and Democrats, patients and providers, young and old. The price of healthcare shouldn't be a secret. Obviously, there's a lot of partisan divide right now on healthcare issues, and I get it, healthcare is a very important issue. It's an issue that Congress needs to get right. But I think requiring price transparency in drug advertisements is an issue we have wide agreement on in this country. I hope we have an opportunity to make good on people's wishes in this Congress. I thank Congresswoman Schakowsky for co-sponsoring the bill with me, and I would love to work with you, Mr. Chairman, to bring about price transparency with this bill. Thank you again, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member, for giving me this opportunity to speak here today. I'm looking forward to me and my staff working with you on all these important issues, and I yield back.